All right, good evening, guys. Good to have you here. It's so much pleasure seeing each and every one of you for today's online class. Though someone is asking why the stream is laggy, I have lots of things running here, and again, coupled with the fact that the network is still very bad because we are in rainy season, and as such, the day has been very gloomy, and so it has distorted how the network is felt here. So please, you will bear with me today because I'm just hoping that the network is going to, maybe at some point get so stable. But for now, we have to manage. Please, if you are here and you can see what I'm doing, maybe if you can see me clearly, please, I will appreciate if maybe I can just see your comments. Just tell me how you're saying it. Yeah, Visonic, I see you. I actually was told by someone. Okay, someone says it's lagging seriously. That's because of network, my brother. That's network. It's as a result of network, okay? The network is too much, and then again, my system is running so many stuffs here, which I can't close as of this moment. So do bear with me. Once you can hear me, I think that should be able to cut it for us as of this moment. Please confirm if you can hear me clearly. Confirm if you can hear me clearly, if I am loud and clear. And you can see that today I have something here, which is a professional video mixer, because I had someone who reached out to me today and was telling me the challenge that they are having within their technical team. That is their media and technical team. So please confirm if you can hear me, if I'm loud and clear. Confirm if you can hear me loud and clear before we go on. I already told the person that I was going to come online today and I was going to, show them how this whole stuff works. So I don't know if the person is here. Please, if you are here, kindly indicate. Let me know that you are here. Please, if you can hear me, can you just indicate? I need to know if I am being heard. Please indicate if I'm being heard. If you know you can hear me, kindly indicate. All right, what will happen is I'm going to like reboot the system possibly. Let me see if I'll close down so many things. But then the network is kind of, contributing to some of these lags. The network is one of those things that is contributing So let me see. I just hope it helps. But let's see. Maybe let me close some applications and see how it goes. Let me just open one. So someone says they can hear me loud and clear. That's good. All right. Let's see. No, the thing there is that it's network actually, and then some certain things are running here on my system, and again my system is already overloaded and all of that, so I need to decongest lots of stuffs there. But that being said, while we are still hoping that everything is going to stabilize, because if I'm to say let me restart this system, it's going to take us off. So maybe you guys can spare me 1 minute. Let me reboot. So without rebooting, you should be able to help fix some things right here. Okay, so I'm going to restart this system. Okay, let's see if that addresses it. Please confirm if you can hear me, if it's improved. Please confirm if it's improved in any way. Do confirm if it's improved. Thank you. Guys, confirm if it has improved in any way from your end. You will be in a better position to tell me. Is there any form of improvement from your end? Please use the chat box and let me know your reactions whatsoever. Just likes, anything. If it's not good, you can give a thumbs down. Let me know whichever feedback, so that I will know that we'll start, because I have some things to do which I have lined up here. Okay, Ezekiel, that's Visonic. Thank you. More people, please. Thank you for the likes. So do we have any question, or I should just go into what we have for today? I promised someone that I will be coming up with my mixer. So I have my video mixer here actually, which is something I promised the person that I was going to come up with and show him how the church can easily integrate that into their daily use. So the person was kind of complaining that he is in the media unit, but then he's in the sound part. But then he notices that when they use their black magic, that what they are doing is that they are outputting from this very place to the church screen, and then they are not able to bring in graphics and all of that. So I kind of promised the person that I was going to bring mine, which I have here. This is a Blackmagic Atem Mini Pro ISO. It's actually a very great video mixer. So I wanted to at least explain to the person, so that the person will be able to see how they can easily route their way from here to their vMix or OBS, and then from that OBS they can send to whichever screen and also people online. But then if you have your questions, please, I will appreciate if you bring up your questions. They are all welcomed. You can bring up your questions. They are all welcomed. Please bring up your questions. Ask your questions now, so that we'll start attending to them. And if the person that asked that question is also available, please, I will appreciate it if you can use this opportunity to let us know that it was you. Let us know that it was you. Okay, please let us know that it was you that asked that question, so that we'll dive in while we are waiting for other people's messages. So no messages today, right? Okay, Visonic, any question? Any question? Visonic. It's not the iron that is lagging. It's not the iron. The system is what is responsible. He said do a practical. Which practical do you want me? Okay. Show us how to use the video mixer now. Alright. Since how to connect phone to video capture device. That's by technology of Jesus Christ. Okay. So Visonic is asking that I show how to use the video mixer. Alright. Though I don't have a professional camera, I don't own anyone, but then we can easily use our video mixer here. I mean our phone camera, and using that phone camera, I don't know if I have my lightning to HDMI converter handy. Let me check it. If I have it handy, then I'm going to show you how to set it up. Okay, so I'm coming. Maybe just hold on, let me bring out things. Then technology of Jesus Christ is saying how to connect phone to video capture device. Alright. So I'm going to put a breaker now so that I'll go and get the things that are needed so that I'll be able to set them up. So just hang on with me 2 seconds, okay? Hang on with me for 2 seconds. Alright guys, so we are back. So to get started, based on what I wanted to do, it's quite unfortunate that the very person that asked that question is not here to watch me do it. And then Ogun to see, he said, hi please, I want a working vMix software for my Windows PC. How can I get it, sir? Thanks. Later you can send me a DM. Ogun to see, you can send Samuel, send me a DM later. You are going to find a link under this video description. So let's get started. Now for Visonic that is asking that I show him how to use the mixer, I'm gonna show you. So please AG Sam TV, the reason is because the network is bad. Network is contributing, and also my system is already filled up. So that's the reason. So just bear with me, okay? The network is kind of bad. If I should show you my settings, you're gonna see that my system is already filled up. From the look of things here, I only have like how many storage remaining. Maybe hopefully by tomorrow I should be able to deal with that. Okay, I know where my problem is coming from. I just have about 87 gigabytes of storage remaining. So just do bear with me. At some point now it's going to settle. That's just the thing. It's not going to lag all through. At some point it's going to settle. You can even see that the picture quality is kind of very low. That's because I've reduced the bitrate. So, but guys, can we continue please? Can you still hear me properly? Can we continue please? I need to just make sure. Can we continue? Can we continue? Can we continue? We only have 3 people that are watching currently. Guys, can I go ahead? I need to make sure from your end. Yes. Okay. No problem. So now, if you want to be able to connect, maybe using the video mixer, whenever you bring a video mixer, you're going to have something like this. I don't know if you can see this. Let me make sure that you can see that. You can see that. But then they come in different sizes, they come in different shapes, and then all of that. Then when you come to the back, you are going to see something like this. You see that? You see like this one, which says 1, 2, 3, and then 4. That is telling you that this video mixer is a 4 input video mixer, meaning it can take in 4 cameras at a time. So what this means is that this video mixer is a 4 input video mixer. So if I have 4 cameras, they can go in here, or if I have 3 cameras and I want to send my laptop in here, I can have everything and I can switch it one after the other. Then at the front here, you are going to see there are so many other buttons, but then the primary buttons are this one that is written 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that clear? Those ones are what we will be paying attention to. So that is if I have my camera 1 plugged, this camera 1 plugged, that is for this first one. The camera 2, that is for this one. Camera 3, that is for this, and then camera 4, that is for this. Then here you have like what they call cuts. Cut means jump cut. Just like if you press 1, it jumps to this one. You understand? Just like a jump cut, right? Then you see this one that says auto. Auto is like you fading. That fade, that smooth fade. So it's not going to cut. It's going to like fade from this to this. So as you press from this to this, it moves from this to this. Then this fade to black means if I click on it, it's going to instantly from whatsoever it is fade into black, or from black back into what it used to be. So that is that. Then there are so many other buttons, but like I said, it differs from products to products. Somebody is saying, without a video mixer, can we control it with mobile? Now, for Atem like this Atem now, right? It has a desktop app that you can use to control it. It doesn't necessarily, but it has to be connected. It has to be connected, right? But then in that same way, you have the desktop control, where instead of me pressing this one here, I can be pressing it, not like with a phone. But then in terms of the phone, I think there is a way you can use something like the Stream Deck. There's a way you can use Stream Deck, and then it's going to work. Okay, so that is basically that. So now I've already told you that for every video mixer, then over here you're going to see I have 2 mic. I don't know whether you can see that. There are 2 mic inputs, and this mic is, you can see the mouth that it has, this small XLR. That is this one that looks like an earphone mouth. Sorry, let me put off this very fan. It's making hell of noise. Let me put it off. Okay, so back again, you can see I already showed you that my own is 4 input. Then over here you can see a HDMI output. Now this HDMI output, for those that wish to know, as you are listening to me, this HDMI output is what you are going to use to get that split screen. So you have you can see that there are about 5, in fact there are 5 HDMIs, right? But then 4 is what is labeled 1 2 3 4, which is the 4 input. This one that says HDMI out, I can decide that I want to use it as my preview. So that preview is where when I plug it, I can plug it directly into a television, and instantly I'm going to get like a split screen. That split screen, just like you always have your OBS to preview, you understand? Or you will see it in your vMix, where you get to see all your cameras and see what they are doing at each of the time, so that when you now want to spot anyone, you can spot. Without having that preview, you will not be able to know what each camera is doing at any time. So it is this one that says HDMI out that you can use. Then you have another one that says USB out. So for that very person that asked me that question, because that was the reason why I brought this out, I was hoping the person was going to be here. So now if I want to send out a feed coming from this mixer now into my system to be captured by Easy Worship or vMix for streaming, then it is through this USB-C now that I'm going to plug it and send it here. You understand? I can also give output from this HDMI out. I can still give output, but then for me to be able to give output, then that means I'll be sacrificing this multi-view for that HDMI out. So I can assign that, and for me to be able to assign that, that is where I now need that very software control on my system to be able to do that, where I can assign it that my HDMI out should be, a type, it should be like an output, while maybe type C should be multi-view. So in this case, then the network, it has an Ethernet cable. This very mixer now, this very one you are seeing now, I can stream directly with this without my laptop. Yes, I can stream with it without having my laptop. Once I'm able to configure everything, all I just need to do, I can just click on start streaming using the software control on my PC, and that will be live. Or if I'm done configuring it, I can plug an internet to it and then click on start streaming, and it starts to stream. So that is that. Somebody is saying software video mixer APK and software video mixer PC. I don't get Odwaro joke. So now I want to show us how to connect. Please, this is a little practical. I might not go in depth, but then so that we all understand how it works. Now, if you had your professional camera, your camera should be able to have what they call HDMI out, right? So it is through that HDMI out that you will take your HDMI cable like this. This is my HDMI cable, depending on the length that you want, right? And then you plug it into your camera, and because of this one, if you are using this, you don't need a video capture card. If you have this, there is no need for video capture card. If you have this, if you have a video mixer, anything that is a video mixer does not need a video capture card. This is the only video capture card that you need. Is a comprehensive video capture card, and this is the only video capture card that allows you to take in more than one camera. You can see, so even without using any capture card, I can just plug into the camera, plug into here, and this one will receive the feed, plug another and receive another feed, plug another one till there are 4. I can even send my laptop into this very place and it will receive the feed. This is it. So when you buy your video mixer, you no longer have need for capture card. Is that clear? So now, because I do not have a professional camera, what I'm going to use is my phone. So this is it right here. For those of you, if you don't know about it, this is the Lightning to HDMI converter, right? Lightning to HDMI converter. And what does it do? This is what enables you to be able to connect your phone to your PC or maybe your mixer to be able to use as an external camera, right? So this one is for iPhone. If it is for your Android phones, then you will need the type C USB-C hub, which most of you can always find out. I hope I have mine here, but I don't. So I'll just take this and I'll plug it in here. You see where it went to? It went into the HDMI port. You see that this HDMI port, it goes in here. Then another thing I'm going to do is inside here I'm going to plug my type C. I'm going to plug my type C cable right inside here, and that type C, I'm now going to plug it to a power bank like this. So what that is going to mean is that this one, I will take, that is that my iPhone, I'll plug it. You see, the moment I plugged it, the listen turned on. You can see that. So that is to show that it has already started, giving it that power that it needs. And why that power is important is because when you have it plugged to a power bank or a light source, it helps to boost the stuff in order for it to be able to send out signal, right? And also it helps to also keep your stream running, because if you are doing like a long stream and after 1 hour you do not have any power bank attached to it, depending on how fast or how far your battery can carry, then that means you will be distorted and maybe your battery might run down, and in such case you will need to discontinue and look for how to charge the phone. But with this, look at it now. If I carry it again and I plug, you see it comes up. So this is it. So this end now is going to go into my laptop. Then in a case where I want to use a capture card, this is what a capture card might look like. Yours might not look like this, but then for those of us who already owns a capture card, at least you know what a capture card is. You understand? So Ezekiel, he said I should highlight our chats. The thing then is that I'm trying to because of network, right, and other this thing that I have, I'm trying to limit the what is it called, I'm trying to limit the applications that I'm running, because those stuffs are really taking up the processor. So I really want to cut down. But let me try again. I tried doing that earlier. Those were part of the, you are going to see that why it's even trying to load now, it will start affecting the video. That's that thing we talked about, running different applications, except you have a system that can help you hold that. But unfortunately I do not have any like that. So let's just hope it's going to let's just hope it's going to work this time around. I intend doing that, but let's see. Before we continue, guys, just hold on a bit for me. Camera 1. Just hold on a bit, please. I try to not do this because I already knew that most of those apps that are running are the reasons why I'm running into this very problem. So, but let me, since you've asked, let me see if we can make do. If not, I'm going to just let it slide for today. Then I'm coming. Custom browser dock. Okay, let me paste this right here. If it doesn't allow us today, then we are going to let it slide. So let me reload. Let's see. It's failing to reload at this moment, but let's just continue, please. While we are still up before this network issue. So this one now is going to go into my phone. Then this other end, for those of you that will be using a capture card, you now take this one inside the HDMI in. You are going to see where it's written HDMI in. I don't know if you can see that. Where it's written HDMI in, you're going to send it into this place. Then you are because the other end of your of the capture card is usually USB A to USB A. It's always like this, like end to end, right? So you just plug this one in, and then you plug this other one in. Is that clear? Plug it in. That is how you are able to capture through the capture card. But if I am using a video mixer like this, I don't need a capture card. Like I said, all I just need to do is to send it into either into input 1, input 2, input 3, and all that. So once I send it into this, that is all that there is to be done. I'll just come here, because what I have is one camera, right? I'll now take this type C. This type C now is what is used to send feed out to any PC that I have. Okay, so the chat is already up. So connect to the YouTube to OBS Studio. Okay. Odwara Joke, your English is kind of, not very. I don't really comprehend, but I think I'm managing. All right. So this one goes into my PC. So the moment I do that, I'm going to plug this into my phone. So maybe you guys will just be hearing my voice while I do the other connections. Is that clear? You guys will be hearing my voice, because at the end of the day, I'm going to transform this into the USB, or what is it called, into Blackmagic. That is, be able to send using the Blackmagic application. So what else do I need? I need my type C cable. I mean my lightning to I need my lightning to USB to be able to send the power into this. Then I'm going to power this. Where is the power? Okay, so this is the power for the Atem Mini. So it's always advised that before you power all of them, that you must have done all of your connection. Okay, you must have done all of your connection. So I'll just keep this one side. I'll still show you how to bring it in. You're going to see. Oh, somebody say my camera is below my setup. Let me zoom out. All right, I hope you can see me now, right? Henry Moses, I hope you can see me now. So this is it. This one goes into this. That is through this type C, right? This type C goes in here. My HDMI goes in here. So I'm now going to take this very part, and then I'm going to plug it into the phone. So watch me do that. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that I connect. The reason why you can't see it again is because I need to connect it to Blackmagic. So let me run the Blackmagic immediately. Okay, so guys, you may not be able to see me now. I'm setting it up. So once I'm done, I'm going to show you my interface actually. So just do hold on. I'm setting it up. It's not easy to do because I'm not using a professional camera, so I just have to do everything from my end. Okay, I'm opening the software control. So let me actually share my screen with you. Let me share my screen. I hope everyone can see my screen, right? Because I plugged in that very this thing, but it's not saying it yet. So let's see. Let me bring it in cam 1 and then okay, let me call it Blackmagic. And then I say okay, then I come here and then I'm going to click video capture device, click on this. I'm now going to look out for that type C, which name is going to be Blackmagic, because what it's now going to see is this Blackmagic, right? So Blackmagic design. When I click on this and then I say okay, Control F, you should be able to see it. Hello, this is my Blackmagic. This is actually my phone through Blackmagic. So what you are seeing here is my Blackmagic. This is Blackmagic. You can see that here. Hello guys, please confirm that you can see my Blackmagic. This is actually my phone that I connected using this. So if I press, you can see. If I press 3, look at it. If you can't see it, it's on 1. If I press 2, if I press 3, if I press 4, then let me also show you that I can also bring in my system into this. So let me show you that I can also bring in my system as a feed, right? Where this would have been very much appreciated is if the person that asked me the question is here. Like, I hate it when some people will just ask questions and go disappear. But let me see. So I'm coming. Let me get one HDMI cord. Let me just get a single HDMI cord and be able to bring in this feed. That way I can show you that I can bring in different stuff. I can bring in camera, I can bring in my laptop, right? But like I said, you see how good it is. Very neat. So your church can just have this and that is all that they need. So just hold on. Let me get the HDMI cord. All right guys, so I'm back. So now you see, from this very system now, mind you, this is the system that we are using for all of our control, right? So I can decide that what I want to take out is my easy worship. Let's assume I want to be able to send my easy worship to this very system. Okay, so what do? I'll just plug my HDMI and then I'll send it into camera 2. You see, immediately it moves. It's sending it. Okay, so it has already received it. All right, Lex Video, good to have you. But Kabila say come late today, bro. So let's see if we have good. You can see. So let me share my screen, desktop capture. So you can see. You can see that from it 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1. You understand? Hello. I hope you guys can see that. If I decide to transition to my big screen, you see that. So if I want to like bring in my easy worship, it will be easier. And also, see, for the person that once asked, using this software control, you can see this interface now. I am not going to be touching anything. I'm not going to be touching anything, right, on this mixer. See the mixer now. You can see that. I don't know if people can still see my hand. That if I'm not touching anything, if I press on 2, you can see that. So what I'm using to mix is just the software control, and this is what the interface looks like. I think for those that may want to learn this later on, you understand, maybe we can do a separate class for it, showing you people other things that I can do. And like I said initially, I can actually stream directly from this very this hardware. I can stream directly from this output. You see, I can configure YouTube, Facebook, Microsoft Teams, Instagram, Twitch, X, Restream, Vimeo, just see all of those places that I can easily. All I just need to do, once I go, I'll just copy my key, put my server URL, and then I'll click on air, and instantly it will start streaming. You understand? I can do some wipe, I can do some fade, and all of that. So these are the stuffs that I can easily do using the Atem Mini or Osego Stream. For those of us who are maybe into this properly, they will understand. But if you don't know anything about that, always know that this is always your one-stop place where you can always ask any question. Yeah. So virtual DJ mix, connect to OBS Studio. Please, Odwaro, you asked this question yesterday and I was still trying to like grapple over what you mean. Please, I don't know whether to say the English is what is kind of, very hard for me. The English is kind of hard for me. So if you can make it easier, for me, I will really appreciate. Okay? Technology of Jesus said, brother, actually I have cam or mix. I have only mobile and PC. How to get best video quality while I'm streaming in OBS. Okay. Now, there are so many things that are determinants of how quality your video is going to come out. 1, just make sure that your system is of high spec. Then 2, make sure that you have good network, because if you don't have a good network and then you want to be able to stream and still record maybe at the same time, it's going to be a problem. Like you can see me, when we started initially, it was giving serious issue, right? And in such a way, I even had to like tone down my settings. Let me even show you what I'm using so that most of you will actually see what we are going through. Now, this is the bitrate I'm using. Ordinarily, I shouldn't be doing that, but then, do I have an option? I don't have an option, and as such, all I can do is just make out for something that will be of help. So in your own case, see, look at see what I'm using, a bitrate of 1.5. So the picture quality is going to be bad. See that 1500 kilobyte per second, that is like saying 1 mbps per second. You understand? 1.5 mbps per second. So this 1005 is very, very poor. So but if you want to get a very good quality, you can bump it up to 6000, 8000. But then be sure that your system can carry it, like it's very strong, and then your network is very strong. If not, you go suffer. You understand? It's going to be very hectic for you. So to avoid that is why we go. I hope that answers your question. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Let's go. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Lex? Any more questions? I've been able to show us how to bring in the Atem mixer, and also for the other person that asked how you can also connect your phone. You understand? This your video mixer, does it have multi-view? Yes, it has multi-view. In fact, let me show you. Okay, let me spot the question. Oh, I need to. Okay, somebody was asking if it has multi-view. Yes, it has multi-view. Let me show you. So to get the multi-view, right? To get the multi-view, let me plug my television. So just hold on for me. Okay. Then let me also adjust my camera. Good. I hope you can see that now. So when I plug this in, I'm now going to send it into the HDMI out. You see that? So it's looking too bright. So this is it. So let me show you. I don't know how best you're gonna see this, but then this is actually the multi-view. Over here you can see my picture by the left, and then there is too much light reflection. Okay, so I hope you can see that. vMix not working key. And for my stream not to be lagging. Okay, Victor Imiete, how can I use my phone to connect OBS? Yes, the way you can use your phone to connect to OBS is either using Iron webcam, or you can use Visonic. He said he did not see how I connected it to phone. And which app did you? I did not see how you connected it to your phone. And which app did you use? Which of them, please? Which of them? Yes, of course, Henry Moses, you can. That is exactly what. Let me. The reason why I'm running so many apps, Jesus, I'm running so many apps. That is why I'm just even restraining myself from. I'm running so many apps. That is why I'm restraining myself from running more. Okay, let me show you that you can easily bring in your easy worship. Okay, just watch. So The camera 1 is the one that has my camera. Camera 2 is the one that we have my easy worship. Okay, so I'm launching the easy worship. It's going to lag for a minute, but hold on. Okay, so let it finish launching. So watch it. Let me share my screen. Watch my screen. Okay, so now if I come to my edits and then I come to options, then I think it was initially on NDI, so I'm going to change it from NDI to monitor 2, and then I will say okay. Is that clear? So the moment I do this, the system has started hanging, so just pardon me. Okay, I'm just trying to show you so that you go see say it will work. No be like say na cho. See that. So see it. What you are seeing now is my easy worship that is connected to the mixer. If I want to cut, you see that. Do you see that? So you can connect your easy worship. If I click out, you see. So this is my easy worship being connected to my Atem Mini Pro, and Atem Mini Pro is, somebody is still asking, I'm using iPhone 13. You know, you asked a question. Oh god, I have lots of, okay, let me go back and see how to deal with it one after the other. So Visonic, let me take these questions one at a time. I'm getting overwhelmed. Brother, actually I have camera or mix. I have only phone and PC. How to get best quality? Okay, I've answered this one. How can I use my phone to connect OBS? So I will say it again. Please, Victor Imiete, you can use your phone to connect to OBS via either Iron. You have Iron, which you have to download on your phone, or you can have High Vision Play Pro, or you can have like Droid Cam, or you can have VDO Ninja, or you can have Prism Live Studio. But overall, I will advise you, what I use personally is either Iron or High Vision Play Pro. Is that clear? So that's basically what I use, and that is how I'm able to connect. I do have a video on that. I would have said let's show us, but we still have other things. But let's just see. Maybe once I'm done with this one, I might jump into it if we don't have any more questions coming in. Okay, so I'm going to remove this multi-view because the current, I'm using a generator, and for my stream not be lagging. Now let me show you how you can set your stream to not be laggy. Okay, so what you need to do, make sure first of all, to start with, make sure that you have a system that is of high spec. Now when you're talking about high spec system, you are talking about a system that is that has like a good graphics card, that has a high processor of up to 3.0, that also run on SSD, not HDD, maybe like 500 gigabytes upwards. Then you should also be like anything Core i7 upward, anything 8th gen upwards. You understand? So all of these things are the things that are going to determine how your stream is going to act. Is that clear? Then another thing is your stream settings. So you need to set your stream, but even before you talk about your stream, your network should be able to also help you know what to set, because if your network is bad and you want to go and stream and then you want to also have a very good quality, then it's not going to work, because when you set that high quality for you to stream, at the end of the day it's going to have a toll on your PC and you're not going to get the best out of it, except you want to stop the streaming and just do your recording. So this is what you do in terms of the setting. And again, try as much as possible to make sure that you don't have so many apps running. Is that clear? So with that, you'll be able to run away from any issue that has to do with stream lagging. Now for your settings, this is the settings you can use right here in OBS. I need to close so many things here so that this system will stop lagging. Let me share my screen setup. So in your OBS, this is what you need to do. To start with, if you know that your system is not of high spec and your network is not that good, what I do, when you come over here to your output, you are going to turn it from advanced, from the usual distance to advanced, right? There is going to be normal, I think normal and advanced. So it's going to like give you these 4 setups here. Is that clear? So what do? You just come here on the stream. Now on the video encoder, if your system is graphics card, if it has graphics card, when you click on it, you are supposed to see the graphics card name, like HVEC or whatsoever. There is names that you will see there. You select which one. But if you know that your system is not of high spec, please, this X264 is very much okay for you. Please, it is very much okay for you. Then for this rescale output, you leave it at disabled. Then at what rate, that is output, I'm going to set it at 1280 by 720. That is for me. Others may set their own at 1920 by 1080, but I set my own 1280 by 720. So what you'll be watching is just high definition. I don't have any need for full resolution, as in the full high definition. I just need the high definition, just a clear picture that anybody, even at that, I'm still having issue, right? Then at the rate control, I leave it as CBR, not any of this. Continuous bitrate, not VBR or ABR or CRF. Okay. Then for this bitrate, now this bitrate is also what determines if your stream will be, of high quality. So, but then it's dependent on your network. That is also what is going to determine what you are going to put here. If you know that your network is bad, please do not go and start bumping up your bitrate too high, because it's going to have a toll on it, right? Then for keyframe, always leave it by default. Your own will be on 0. Please leave it at 2. Leave it at 2. Then now see where the whole thing is going to now blow your mind. By default, you might have it at medium, but you see, if I decide to make it go fast, I'll be trading it for quality. Faster, I'm trading it for quality, very fast. So all this one now, you are telling it, please, I need fastness. But then while you are being fast, you are trading it for any of this. But then if you decide to go this way, let's assume that your PC has a very good graphics card and then the network is good, right? You can even come here to very slow or placebo. Placebo will give you very high quality, but mind you, that is going to drag your system. But since your system is maybe graphics card and it can carry it, then everything should work well. You can just start coming towards this. About me, I am much interested in the system running super fast, you get, and as such, I'm not trading it for quality. But if I want to trade for quality where I need the quality more, then it's going to drag my system, and as such, that is where my graphics card or the strength of my system is going to come into play. I hope that is clear. Then for profile, you leave it at high, tune, none, and that is all. Then for this video, for the base canvas, usually you should leave it at 1920 by 1080, but me, I still leave it at 1280 by 720. I don't care much. I just need the quality. I just need you people to be able to see me. Yes, because I know how bad network is at my end here. So once I'm done, you just click on apply and that is it. I hope that makes sense. Please, I hope I made sense according to what I explained. Victor Imiete. Adwaro. You say vMix not working. Key. Do you belong to the community? If you are part of the community, you should be able to see how we help out. Okay. Visonic is saying, I beg, I did not see how you connected it to your phone, and which app did you use? Okay, I'm going to see how to. Please, can I send Easy Worship laptop into and be switching it and the cameras together? Okay, I think I've done that. So Visonic is simple. What I did, just you already understand how you send from your phone into this, right? Where you plug your lightning or your camera straight into this. Look at it. Is my this thing blocking it? Let me remove. You send it into here, just straight. It is coming from my phone into this very place. This camera one, right? Then this one, which is the type C. This type C. I sent this type C out into my system. Then inside that system, now this is what I did. I have the application. This is a desktop application, the Atem software control, which just by clicking on this, I can mix the cameras. You understand? And how is it connected? The fact that I was able to connect my type C to my system, it has already connected. Or I can use this Ethernet port here. If I plug Ethernet cable and plug it into my system, I'll be able to use the software control. And even inside that software control, now I can even determine what I want to be going out. Remember, like I said, there are two ways I can output. One, I can output using the HDMI, which is what I have here that I can use for my multi-view. Then I can also use the type C, which is what I'm using to feed in. So in the case of this HDMI, right? In case of this HDMI, which I'm using for multi-view, I can also tell it that I don't want the HDMI to do multi-view for me. I want it to do output, right? So in that way, I'll be sacrificing the HDMI for maybe to give a clean feed, which is just the output, and maybe I can now use the type C to send multi-view, whichever one. But all of this, I can do that inside this place. If I want to do that, you see this place where it says output. If I go to output, you can see output is the one that is this multi-view, which is the HDMI. Then on the webcam out, that is the one that is sending program, which is the type C. Okay, so then I now later showed us there is nothing hard there. Then I now later showed us how you can bring in your Easy Worship. And what did we use? We used another HDMI cable, which is this that is being plugged into my system. So I sent this system and entered here, and that is where I was able to bring in our Easy Worship. So if you see that this is the interface, and if I open my Easy Worship and then I go live, you are going to see it. Okay, this is it. Then I showed us some keys. This is cut, you see, it's cutting. If I press on auto, it's going to be fading, fade, and then if I say fade to black, it's going to fade to black. Okay, so if I say cut again, it's going to come back and it's going to cut into my camera. So this is it. There is nothing much to be done there. So Visonic, did you get that? Okay, I think I've answered this. Please, can I send Easy Worship laptop into the Atem and be switching it? Yes, that is what I just did. All right. To connect the phone to the video switcher. Visonic. To connect it now, like I said, is what is it called? That my lightning now. That is the lightning for my phone. So if you are using anything from iPhone I think iPhone XR upwards that can download like the Blackmagic. Now the Blackmagic allows you to be able to send output, which is clean feed from your phone into any of your mixing software, like maybe your Atem or vMix or maybe your OBS. Okay, so all you just need to do is plug it into your phone and plug it straight into one of the inputs, whether camera 1 input, camera 2, camera 3 or camera 4 input. Once you plug that, that is all. There is nothing much to be done. So Victor Imiete say I'm using iPhone 13. So it still works. Which app will I use? I already said that the apps that you can use is, you can use Iron Webcam, you can use High Vision Play Pro, you can use Prism Live Studio, you can also use another app called Video Ninja. OBS is consistently lagging and crashing. What should I do? Reduce your video bitrate, bro. Reduce your video bitrate. Reduce the bitrate. Reduce your outputs that you are sending out. If you were, and also before you even do that, check what your network is giving you. Check how bad or how good the network is. That is what is going to determine what you are going to impute. Gof Lomwana. Check your network, how good it is. Those are the things that are going to determine your video bitrate. That is the kilobytes, and I already showed us how to do that. When you come to your settings here, based on your network testing that you've done, you just come over to, I think, your output here. Maybe you can, if your this thing doesn't have graphics card, if your laptop doesn't have graphics card, please use X264. Then you can see me. Despite the fact that my laptop even has graphics card, but I know that it has some spiritual problems. But I still use 1280 by 720, which is very much okay. Is that clear? So that way I'll just run away from every form of problem. Then I'll use this CBR, continuous bitrate. Then because of my network, what do? I try as much as possible to run away from problems. So I'll leave it at 1005 kilobytes per second. Then if network was good, I would have just used 2000 or 25 or 3000 or 4000. But because it's bad, once you do all of these things, they all matter. Then for this CPU usage, you are going to maybe come to very fast or super fast or ultra fast. But then while you are doing that, because you want it to be very fast, so you'll be trading it for quality. Your quality will be reduced a bit. So one must go down for one in a situation where everything is not readily available to you. Okay, how can I get the free version of Easy Worship and vMix? To start with, AI Story Vibes, Easy Worship and vMix do not have any free version. Is that clear? They do not have any free version, and so I cannot say that they do, except someone else is telling you lies. But then if you are a part of our community, maybe you can ask me later and maybe I'll tell you alternative on what to use. Okay, then somebody is saying, can I use a Mac for all this, sir? All right, so Henry Moses, now if I understand all this that you mean both the Atom Mini, the OBS and the vMix. Now let me answer it straight. If that is what you mean, you can only use Mac for something like OBS, right? And this Atom Mini, because you can download the Atom software control on it. But for vMix you can't use Mac. For vMix you can't use Mac. Why do I say so? vMix doesn't have any Mac version, so you buying a MacBook is gonna be as useless as possible. So that is that. I hope that answers the question for you. Please, if that did, please guys, you can also help me like this video. Just keep like power tap on that. This is not TikTok. Okay, somebody saying, brother, can you suggest some voice VS3 plug for OBS to make my viewers? I don't get technology of Jesus. Please, can you rephrase that your question? Is it like audio plugin that you are looking for? How to connect software with the hardware? Visonic, which software do you want to connect with the hardware? Please, can you people just make this question very easy? Okay, how to connect the software with the hardware? You can connect just using, you see, the moment you plug in any type C, and then you set it into the laptop and you download the Atem software control app, it's going to open it by default. Watch what is going to happen now. Let me share my screen with you. Let me share my screen with you so that you are going to see what is going to happen. I hope you are watching, right? Let me share my screen with you. Just watch. You can see, I will detach my type C. I've detached it. I've detached my type C. Do you see that? It has detached. No switcher connected. No switcher connected. So meaning that this type C is doing two things. I can use it to send feed. I can also use it to connect my my mixer. You understand? To control it. So if I plug it back, watch it. It's going to come up back again on its own. It will come up. Just give it some time. It's going to come up. Okay. So you see that it's back. I hope you saw that. So that is how you connect the software to the hardware. Is that clear? Yeah. So that is it. I hope you saw it now. So you can see that it even affected the video. So let me send it back. Let me send it back. Please load up. Guys, hang on for me. The system is really going wild this night. But I just hope we are able to conquer. Please, if you have more questions, I would appreciate if you keep bringing them up so that we'll keep trashing them, because there is nothing else that we are doing here other than addressing issues. I want it to be people-based issues, right? Where you bring your issues and then we trash it on the go. Bring up your issues and we trash it on the go, okay? So keep bringing up your problems. Let's see how best we can, work. Not when because like I think day before yesterday, you guys did it where I was here breaking my head. Who has question? Just a minute for me to go and somebody was like that I need to delay you. That was how we ran till after 12. Please, if you have any of your questions, bring them now. It's very early so that we can start dealing with those questions like right away so that we can save time. Okay? Bring in your questions so that we can save time. Bring in your questions so that we can save time. So I'm trying to add back the camera. Okay. Can I have more of the questions? Can I have your questions, please? Can I have the questions? Okay, black magic design. Click on this. All right, let's go over to the next question. I think we are back. Okay. Henry Moses says, but after you have sent the easy worship to the Atem, there is no need of finding again on the OBS via NDI. Yes, you don't have. See, sending. Once you you've sent it here, nothing concerns you with wireless connection whatsoever, and it's in real time. As you press, that's where you go. Yes, you don't have any need for that. Just once you send from your laptop, like you can have different laptops and you can send them in here and you are mixing. Maybe you have your PowerPoint, you have your easy worship. You don't need NDI. NDI has no room. There's no need opening even whatsoever. Just run that and you just have it. It says you explain with video mix witty. You explain with video mixer without. You explain with video mix without a mixer. Technology of Jesus. This is actually a mixer now. How do you mean? This is a mixer. This is a mixer. Oh, you didn't see what I was doing? This is a 10 Mini Pro ISO mixer. Except maybe you are not seeing it. You connect mobile to Atem Mini. Without that, can we use through video capture? And what app to use? Connect mobile cam to video capture. Okay. Now, let me say it again. If you want to connect mobile to Atem Mini without, you connect mobile to Atem Mini. Without that, can we use through video capture? Yes, I said it earlier. That, see, it's very simple. If you unplug this one now, like this one now coming from my phone, this is my phone actually running the Blackmagic. I can just unplug this one, plug it into this HDMI in here, take this one and send it into this laptop, and that is how I capture it, either in OBS or in vMix. It's that simple. So from your phone, using a Blackmagic app which is installed, you send it into the HDMI input of your capture card. Then through the USB-A, you send it out into your laptop. That is how you capture it. But you must make sure that you have something like Blackmagic app, or if you run other Android phones, because the Blackmagic is not supported for every application, right? So in such situations, what do? You can get like the Filmic Pro, but then Filmic is not 100% free. But I think it allows you some liberty to use to a great extent, and I think it has like a watermark thereabout. But if you know you have like an iPhone XR upwards that can download the Blackmagic application, then that is the only thing that you need. I hope that answers that. Test OBS Studio, broadcast internet connection to the Twitch audio jog, and kick live stream audio jog. Bro, I'm finding it very hard comprehending. Joshua Abu, thank you. I do appreciate. Okay, somebody says, Henry Moses, I use a LAN switcher for my setup, but most of the time it lags. How do I fix this, sir? I use a LAN switcher. Which LAN switcher exactly? Let me understand. Henry Moses, please answer me. Which LAN switcher are you using? I'm hearing that for the very first time. Then Top Josh says, I'm using a GBA PC and I am a pianist that wants to record tutorial. So I use Iron webcam for video, display a MIDI on my screen, and use Ableton to send audio to my OBS, and my PC can't handle it. Now if I get you well, I'm using a GBA PC and I'm a pianist, okay, that wants to record tutorial. So I use Iron webcam for video, okay, for your video, display a MIDI on my screen, okay, that is the interface of your MIDI, and then use Ableton to send audio to my OBS, and my PC can't handle it. Now the reason is based on your system spec. You must have to make sure that your system is of high spec. I keep saying it. There are expectations of system, not just anyhow system. The system you use for everyday stuff might not be suitable for streaming, because as of that point it's kind of processing lots of things. Even this one now that I'm doing right now is having like a serious toll on my system. Is that clear? So in that case, what do? You need to make sure that your system is of high spec, and if it is not of high spec, there are still some things you need to do, even some settings. Make sure that your network is good. If your network is not good, it is from there that you now determine what the setting is going to be like, because you can't just open like OBS and then you start streaming. At the end of the day, your system is going to lag. So you have to make sure your system has a high spec, and it must be a system that has like graphics card. So with the presence of that graphics card and a good processor, you understand, it's going to take away lots of those issues. So you either have to upgrade your system and also check your stream settings. You understand? You don't just open OBS or vMix and start using. Make sure that your system can handle it. Okay. Somebody is saying, what is Top George? You say, what is a good PC requirement? I'm using an old HP 12GB RAM laptop. All right. So to start with, I will just give you basic. Like when I say basic, I'm not going to go high end. This one is just like an average that if you have it, you can take it and then you work with it. Now, for a system that you can start with, make sure that your system is at least 16GB of RAM. So upgrade it from that 12GB to 16GB, right? 16GB, 32GB, all good. Then you now need to make sure that the processor is up to 3.0 gigahertz of processor. You understand? Because some of us will go and use like 2.1, 2.5, 2.6 gigahertz of processor, and at the end of the day, your system might not respond. But if you start anything from 3.0 upwards, that will be fine. You understand? Then again, you have to make sure that that system that you are buying or that you are going to get has dedicated video graphics. It must be a graphics system. 4GB dedicated. That graphics card plays a very crucial role. And then again, for those of us who are used to buying systems that they will just carry any system and give to you. Now, don't go and get a system that runs on hard drive, that is HDD. Get a system that runs on solid state drive. That way, you will be able to, give this system the ability for it to, run things smoothly. Because when you go and get a hard drive does not process as fast as solid state. You understand? And all of these things, they have an impact on how your system performs. Then, if you are talking about the core to buy, you buy anything from Core i7 upwards, 8th gen upwards, Core i7 8th gen. You understand? All of this should be able to help you, run. Odwaro Jog Streamlab OBS Studio. Bro, let me not lie you, I'm finding it very hard. Prism Live Studio, okay? I mean LAN cable switcher. Which of the LAN cable switcher, please? Henry Moses, which of the LAN cable switcher? Which mixer is LAN cable switcher? Because I don't know of anyone. But if you can tell me, maybe I'll have to research on it and see what it does and maybe see what I can tell you in respect to that. And what if I'm using other brands of capture card and want to connect my phone camera to OBS for multiple camera product purpose? Yes, and what if I am using any other brand of capture card? Yes, any other capture card can work. This is actually a capture card, but then it's a senior man capture card now. That is this video mixer. You understand? Anyone can work. So you say, what if I'm using any other brand of capture card and I want to connect my phone camera to OBS for multiple camera product purpose? Anyone can work. Once the capture card is working, it should work for you. It can come in different forms. It can come in different sizes. There are some that are just USB A, where you just plug your HDMI and send it in. Some are like this. You might not find this one in the market. This is very old. Then some will come in a form that is like a loop back and all of that. They come in different. They will work for you. Okay, just follow the same process. If you are using a capture card like this, all you just need to do is get this, plug in. If you are using a phone or if you are using a laptop, if you are using a phone or if you are using a professional camera, you plug it into the HDMI port, send it into the HDMI in here. Then through this FILMIC PRO, Filmic Pro, FILMIC, like film, FILMIC PRO, Filmic Pro, okay? Wireless transmitter antenna connector to OBS Studio. Bro, honestly, I'm finding it very hard understanding your English. But just pardon me. I just wish I can understand so that I'll know how to help. Can someone use an Atem for full live stream without the help of OBS? Yes, 100%. 100%. Let me even share. I thought I showed you. You can use, like, not all Atem, by the way. For Atem Mini and Atem Mini Pro, I think you can use that, but this Atem Mini Pro ISO, you can use that. Let me share the this thing with you. Let me show you. You see that? Do you see that? So if I want to stream, see, all these places are places I can stream to. YouTube, SRT, Facebook, Microsoft, that is Teams. I can stream to Instagram, whichever one. All you just need to do, even on X, you understand, that is Twitter, even Restream and all of that. So whichever destination, all I just need to do is, once I use this this thing, once I connect it, I just use this software control to set everything, and I'll click on air, and that is how you have it running without any other thing. I don't even need to have my laptop again. All I just need, over here on the Atem Mini Pro, on the Atem Mini Pro ISO, there is an Ethernet cable. There is an Ethernet port rather. I'll just plug the Ethernet port, put it inside that very router, and once it gets internet, I'll just click on air. There is an on air button here, or I can come to the software control and turn it on. I hope that is clear. Yes, you can use DAX. Okay. Golf Luamna, thanks. I'm learning a lot. All right, thank you very much. I do appreciate. It's a pleasure being here to tutor you. How to learn wireless transmitter antenna connector to OBS. Okay. How to? All right, hold on for me. Let me set that very one up. Hold on. So guys, hold on. Since I think I managed to understand what Odwarojok was trying to say here, let me get it ready. We're back again. All right, guys. We are back again. Okay. So, because Odwarojok has been asking all this while, and I've not been able to understand his English properly. I'm sensing maybe he's not from the English speaking part. Maybe that's why his English is kind of looking awkward to me. But then, as of now, so this very one where you see how to learn wireless transmitter antenna connector to OBS. Now, when you bring out any transmitter, this is what it's going to look like. You see? So you're going to see TX and RX. TX means transmitter, RX means receiver. I hope that is clear. Please keep bringing in your questions because we still have a long way to go today. So let me show you what the content of it is. What's inside. Now, for this, the content of it is this: one receiver, one transmitter, then you now have the antenna, right? So this antenna, two here, two here. So this antenna is just to, to amplify the, okay, whichever way. You just tighten it here. That is for the receiver. Then I'm going to tighten this one here. And then I'm going to take this and then I'm going to plug it in here. So this is what it's going to look like. I hope you can see that. This is what it's going to look like. So we have our receiver and our transmitter. Now, which one is, how does it work? You see this one that says transmitter. This is the one that is going to be by your camera. This is the one you're going to use on your camera. This TX, you always look out for it. Transmitter is going to be, and if you look by the side here, my own has 2 ports. It has 2 HDMI ports. Now the up one is HDMI in, and then the down one is HDMI out. Now the question should be, which one is which? Which one are we going to plug in? Very simple. Now there is what they call in and out. So if something is coming out from my phone, if my phone is giving out, then by default, as it's coming here, it should be going as in, right? Because my phone is the one that is outputting. So when it's coming into my transmitter, it's going to be getting it as in. So that means our HDMI will go into this. So HDMI in, not out. This out now is when I want to be able to send it out. This is like a loop, by the way. This is like a loop. This second one now, this HDMI out is like a loop, right? Where I can just send it. Maybe I don't want to use a transmitter. I just want this one now to serve as my receiver and transmitter. I can just plug a HDMI in. Then from this one, I can plug it into my mixer. And this one will be serving as a buffer, as both receiver and transmitter. But then leave this one out. Leave this HDMI out. When you plug your HDMI, it comes in here. So if I'm to remove it from here, I'm going to plug it into the HDMI in here. It's going to go into my transmitter. My transmitter is going to get it as an input from your camera. If you plug your HDMI from your camera, if it is entering your transmitter, it's going to be entering as an input. That is one. I hope that is understood. Then for your receiver, because this receiver is assumed to have gotten the information, so that means it's going to be outputting. So that means HDMI out, and that is why when you look at it here, what it has here is HDMI out. So it is outputting the information, and that information, it either goes straight into my capture card. That is if I'm using a capture card like this, where I will plug a HDMI, send it into the capture card, and then from the capture card I'm going to send it into here, or I'm going to just plug my HDMI out and then I'm going to send it in here. Whichever way, that is how you are able to get your feed. If you do this, then you are going to power them. You power them. When you power them, they are going to connect immediately. There is a signal that is going to show you HD, and then all of that, you power them. I don't have all the accessories here. I would have shown you how to do that, but I hope you get that. So Odwaro Jock, I hope you get that. Okay. Henry Moses is saying LAN switcher is simply used to connect 3 laptops to get instead of Ethernet connection. Is it like a video switcher? Is it like a video switcher? Because I've never seen anything as such. We learn every day. Is it like a video switcher? Let me understand. Is it like a video switcher? Please do let me know. Guys, please, I need more of your questions. So we are done exhausting for today. Except maybe there is none. Maybe you can just call it a day. Yes, exactly. Visonic. Yeah, from camera to your transmitter. Then on the other end, from your receiver into your video mixer or your vMix and OBS. Okay. Visonic is saying, can this setup work? Do a practical on it, please. Let me see. I'm always here for that, sir. No problem. Let me look for let me look for the what is it called? My boys didn't pack. Jesus, they're already missing out some of the cables. Let me just see. Okay, let me see. So now for the receiver, remember what I said? For the receiver, right? This is the receiver. This one that says RX. So let me get another HDMI cord. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on, guys. Visonic is asking that I do a practical. Bella say no trust me. You want to see how the whole thing they work, but no problem. We go do them today. What are we here for? So I didn't know it was going to be this deep. So that means as of this point, you're gonna run with different. So now, if I'm to use this, let me first of all connect my receiver. Remember, so this is my receiver, right? You see it's labeled red. So I'll plug in my HDMI out. From this out, I'm going to plug it into in. I'll plug it in. But before then, due to the fact that I'm supposed to use a battery, you know, the transmitter and the receiver are supposed to have a battery, but then most of them allows you to, you know, use what they call power bank. So I'm going to plug this here, and then I'm going to plug it into a power source right here. Okay, so when I plug it, and then I'm going to take this other part and plug it into this. That is, remember, this is the receiver. I'll see it, RX, this RX, right? So I've plugged the HDMI out. Remember, it's coming in here. That's for the receiver. Okay, so let me keep it here, and then I'm going to plug it into, let's say, camera 3. It's in camera 3 actually. So by the time we are done, it should appear in camera 3. So for the power, I'm going to plug it into my power source here. And when I power it on, it should come on. You see that it's coming on. You can see that. That's for the receiver. If I don't plug it here, I can also take it and then I'll plug it. If I'm using a capture card, I will remove it from here, right? And then I'll plug it into here and then take this other end and plug it into my system. That is how you get your feed. So at the end of the day, this thing must either enter your video mixer or it will enter into your video capture card. I hope you see it. So if it is my video mixer, I will remove it. I'll plug it into this place directly because this video mixer does not need to have a capture card again. It's already a capture card on its own. But if it is a capture card, I'll just take it and then I'll plug it. That is for the receiver. Plug it here. Then from here, I'll plug it into my laptop. So I've plugged this inside my video mixer, right? So our receiver is ready. Our receiver is ready. You can see, but it's not getting any signal because it hasn't received any signal yet. Now let's set up our video transmitter, right? So I'm now going to plug, this is our power source, okay? Then I'm going to take out because I'm going to lose this feed now. I'm going to lose this feed. So if you see me go out, then that means I've unplugged it, because what we've been using all this while is the Blackmagic application, which is what is giving a clean feed to us, right? So but before I do that, I'm now going to send this into a power bank. I'll send this into a power bank. Then all I just need to do is to, the moment you stop seeing this, but you will still see it back again. By then you should now be in it should now be in number 3. That is the 3. So I'm going to unplug this. Yeah, so now we are going off. We've gone off. Then I'm plugging it into the wireless transmitter, into the wireless transmitter. Okay, then I'm going to power it on. So it's coming. Wait, what's wrong with my charger? I think my charger is the problem here. Let me see. Okay, it's coming on. Just hold on. Just hang on. It's gonna come on now. Guys, just hang on. It needs to do some. Just hang on. I am still with you guys. Still trying to search. Let me pull this off. All right, let me check my video feed. Hold on guys, please. This is having difficulty connecting at the moment. That's one thing with all these video mixer, these video transmitters. Okay, let me reset. I'm trying to reset to see if I can get it to work. So at the moment, the video transmitter is failing to connect. Okay, I don't know why it's coming up and off. I think I'll have to figure it out later. Okay, it's coming up. Oh god, it's coming up and off. I'll have to troubleshoot this later. Visonic, if this doesn't work tonight, then that means I'll have to figure it out. But then the connection, the both of them, I don't know whether it's my gen that is passing current. So it's coming up and then going off at the same time. Let me off for the last time. If it doesn't work again, we'll have to either continue without it. So I wanted to show us, at least to see that it works perfectly. Wait. It should work now. Let me see. Okay. Please guys, do hold on for me. I'm trying to get it to work. Okay. This thing is still... Let me see if I can use my phone to detect where the issue is coming from. Please hold on. This isn't coming up. Could it be the HDMI is not supposed to be an issue? Okay, the reason it's black is because I'm still trying to connect the wireless video transmitter. So I'm having a little challenge from this end. So just hold on. It's the wireless video transmitter I'm trying to connect. I'll have to figure this out later if I try it again and it doesn't work. Let's see if it doesn't this time around. My HDMI cable. Let me change HDMI cable to see. Please guys, do hold on. Even the phone is not even seeing it as a network because I'm supposed to connect to the network to see what the inputs it or what inputs it has given. Like currently it's not even seeing the stuff. So maybe this will have to be an assignment for me tomorrow. HDMI in. Currently it's failing to come up. So what we'll just do is I will let it be for now. Maybe by tomorrow I should be able to figure it out and then get back to us, okay? Oh, the network has taken them off. Please, any more questions? Do we still have any more questions? If there are no more questions, then we can call it a quit for the day. We can call it a day, okay? If no more questions, then we call it a quit for the day. We only have just 2 people around. All right. If there are no more questions, then I will say good night to you. By tomorrow, we'll continue from where we stopped. It's good having you all, and I wish you a wonderful